guys. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Lay. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's into the open down the middle. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Ole Miss offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, but
going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
none at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle. It's late. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's late. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Auburn going to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This time he's got it. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hauls it in. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Creates, taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the toss. Slithers into space. There he goes! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Johns. Inside the 35. It's a single. Touchdown, Auburn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some...
Breaks into the open on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lay. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Running free. The 30, the 20. He's at the top. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
The gift to the right. Shakes off the defender. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They feed him again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johns. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Johns. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's best. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. The official says no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. On the run, it's Johns. At the 45 on his way. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Auburn.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Got a man, it's Best. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Snap it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Just keep slinging it. He's got it. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. The option look. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Lay. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Quarterback making adjustments. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably good.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to throw, it's Frost. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tiger. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Beard. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Direct snap. Powers through the defender. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. It'll be 3rd and long. A design run for the quarterback. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Frost. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's in open space downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Frost. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the fast piecing some defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he tacks on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
70. Ole Miss, 27.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense with jumbo personnel. He might want another play. Trying to get the corner. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Past the 30. The 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you